this is Nancy McClelland with Design Inventions, and I wanted to put a little video today with my blog post that I did with a follow-up to my first day with the modern holiday card making on the Altenew Academy. And I want to feature this delicate tile stamp set. It's one of the new stamp sets that was recently released, and I found it was intriguing and a lot of fun to play with. There's a layering guide on the back, just like all the Altenew stamp sets have a layering guide. And if you look at the layering guide, the stamps from the front, if you look at how they're laid out in a 1, 2, 3, 4 order, the actual layering guide has them laid out as a 2, 4, 1, and 3, if you look at the order down. I decided to do that on mine to see what it would be. I think it all depends on what colors you choose. So I had a couple of cards on the blog. This first one I did has the gray tones, and I use the grays out of the rock collection on this particular one, and I followed the stamping pattern that was on there. So you can see I did this particular example here, and this one I used the exact same inks and went light to dark, but I did them in the 1, 2, 3, 4 order. So it looks a little different, has a more square effect to it. I think that these are so simple to do on a block. There's no need to put them in a MISTI. They were so easy to ink up and match up. They have a lot of little defining, registration marks on there. So I'm going to ink up my first layer, and that's going to be the first layer that I'm going to do, and that's in the limestone color. I love doing things with gray tones, and I think they look, so much fun. So you can see it's very light, but it's totally stamped out there. So the next one I'm going to do is the silver stone. So this is going to be actually the 4th stamp. So I've done 2, then I did number 4, if you look at them in the order that they're laid out on the stamp set. Very simple. There's little dots, and then you can kind of nuzzle them in there around the marks, and then you center the medallion is what you need to do. So super simple to do. It was very easy. It's really a lot of fun. I just set these up and do a bunch of them all at one time. So I did like most of the ones for this card. I used 5, but I think I had 10 of them that I just went across, and I did them all at one time once you have them done. So now it'll be my 3rd stamping, and I'm going to use Industrial Diamond. But on the Industrial Diamond, this is like the first stamp that you see up on the stamp set. So this would be the first one. This one has this little like wishbone is what I call them in the medallion. So you can center that medallion in the middle, get your little like wishbone corners out there and lay them down. So you can see it's starting to take shape, and I have one last piece to do, and this will actually be like the 3rd one in line on the stamp set. So again, I did them in the order they were listed, like on the stamping guide in the back. And this is with the pure graphite color. So it's going to be a little dark, and I'm just barely touching it. I don't want to smush this down and put lots of ink. I think these look like little fish on here, so I'm putting them in those little like wishbones and centering up the medallion, and there you go. It's finished. It looks very cool. I think you could get such a different look every time you do this. So now I did a red and green card also. So let's go ahead and let's stamp the red and green ones. And again, I'm going to do them in the same order. And I use the Red Sunset. So I'm doing the blush as the first one. I'm doing the rouge as the second one. Then I will do the crimson as my 3rd stamping. And velvet will be the last stamping. And again, I did these in the 2, 4, 1, 3 order. So there they are, the exact same stamping order, but in 2 color families. And again, it's going to make a difference what color that you choose to use and how they're going to come out. So what I'm going to do for you now is I'm going to do the red one, but I'm going to do it in the same color family with the blush, the rouge, the crimson, and the velvet, but I'm going to do them 1, 2, 3, 4 as shown down on the actual stamp, so that when I get this done, you can see what the difference is. And again, I think whatever colors that you choose, it will look different. And I've just done 3 stampings on this one, and it looks good without the 4 stamping. So there it is with the 4th stamping, and you can see that it looks very much as a square. So you can see the square design more defined on this one with this colorway. It's very light in the center. There's not much definition. So that's the comparison of the 2. I like either one. I'm going to keep working on different ones. So I encourage you to try this stamp. If you don't have it, jump on and get that stamp set. You could do these in pastels for baby tones. Lots of different choices here. This one orange one is orange and gray, non-traditional colors, and the other one's Christmas. So I really hope that this gave you a little idea of what you could do with this stamp set, and not everything has to be a holiday, and it can go for all different occasions. So thanks for stopping by today.